Namaskar everyone. Welcome to Isha at Isha 13. My name is Andy. Today I would like to talk to you about a fairly simple exercise which is part of the Isha Yoga sequence. It's called Yoga Namaskar. Now it only takes about 5 minutes, even less. If that's all you have in the day, you can do it. Firstly, I'm sure you can see that there is a nice fire behind me, and you might think that everything is just ideal here where we live, but I want to show you that things are not as easy as it seems. So here is a little video of how I was this morning. This is our house. A little bit of snow, not so much. Hopefully it'll last a few weeks. And this is the rest of the village. This is the entrance to our house. Well, for upstairs anyway, we have 2 doors. And in here is where I teach yoga in the summer. Obviously at the moment it's not possible. So let's show you what else is over here. This is the stable, an old stable. And the back of the house, if the weather isn't so great, I teach a little bit of yoga here, because sometimes in the autumn months it can be very foggy, so we come and do it under there. As you can see, we have lots of wood, and now we'll go inside and do the Isha Yoga session from there. So that was a little taste of life in Slovenia in winter. Well, it's not winter yet, but it gets to be a lot more snow sometimes and a lot colder. Okay, so today, well, firstly, those of you who already know some things about Isha programs, you know that before we start doing any exercises, we do a little preparatory steps. Now, I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm only going to show you what I'm allowed to show you, because it needs to be shown as a live form. So the first thing that we do is we can sit in butterfly. Now the butterfly in fact is quite common, everyone does it, so I don't think I'm giving away any secrets. Alright, so you sit like this, bring your heel towards the perineum, and then just push down with your knees. Okay, and you can do this for a few breaths, say 5 or 6, and then bring it back as far as you can, and you repeat. Okay. Now the second step is to bring your right arm over your right leg, bring the left arm underneath, and then you can lock it with both arms like this. Okay? And then bring the leg towards your chest, inhale, and release. And you do a few breaths of this. And then swap sides. Bring it to your chest and release. Bring it to your chest and release. You should do it for at least 1 minute on each side, preferably 2. Now if you know the sequences for Isha preparatory, well you do them. Now with the third final warm-up exercise, I'll just show you the 2 steps that you can start with. You simply exhale as you bring your back up, and inhale as you come down. Okay? And you do that for a few breaths. Now, what I find really important is that before you actually start doing Yoga Namaskar, it's good to do some work on your knees and your thighs and also your ankles. So when you finish the cat stretches, okay, when you finish, instead of standing up, come down and sit on your heels. Okay? This is very important when you do Yoga Namaskar because you want to relax this section here. Alright? You stay here for a few breaths and then come down on fours again. And here, curl your toes up and then step backwards and place the weight on the tip of your toes. Okay? You can stay here for a few moments, a few breaths, and if you can, come all the way back and see if you can sit flat on your feet. If you can't, it's okay. Just stay here. Okay? So you do this for a few moments, a few breaths. Now it's very important when you come up, don't flex the knees, keep them bent. Take a few breaths here. Walk your palms back. Keep the knees bent. Inhale. Come up to midway point. Take a breath here. And inhale. And then come up. Before we start Yoga Namaskar, I want to explain quickly why this exercise is so important. In yoga we say that the spine is the axis of the universe. And the reason for that is because everything that we experience in life is through the spine. So it's really important that we keep the spine very, very healthy. And the easiest way is for this little 5-minute set of exercises. Now before we get going, there's also one little thing that I need to explain, and that is a breathing technique called Ujjayi. Now Ujjayi breathing is a little bit like when you have air in a bicycle pump, and then when you push it, it squeezes the air, and then the force comes to the other side with a much higher pressure. So when we do this breathing technique, we're trying to push very, very strongly the energy through our entire system. Now the sound that you make, or the technique, is as if you were squeezing the base of your throat and you're contracting this area and squeezing the air through it. So when you do it, you force the air in such a way that it makes this sound like this. Now in Ujjayi breathing, you can actually do it on the inhalation or on the exhalation, but we will only be doing it on the exhalation, and I will demonstrate it in the video. Okay, let's get into it. Hope you enjoy it, and yeah, practice it at least 5 minutes a day. Okay. Inhale, exhale quietly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale,